Alrighty guys, what's going on everybody? Good morning to you all. Hope everyone's having a fantastic Saturday morning here. It is September 14th. We are doing a bit of a morning update here on the tropics. We got ourselves a system that we're watching that could cause some impacts for the U.S. We're kind of watching the areas out there by the Carolinas as we have a percent chance of tropical development. But good morning, guys. Hope everyone's doing well. Let's see who we got here today. We got ourselves Indiana. We got Tabletop. We got Stormwatcher Jack. Let's see here. We got Evie. Hope you're doing good. We got Brent. We got Rich, Ponderosa, Roadster Jim. Good morning, people. Hope everyone's had a good night's rest, and hope everyone had a fantastic day yesterday. And I hope you guys have a restful day today. But anyways, my friends, well, we got ourselves a system. So you can see there's a big orange bubble just off the coast here of the Carolinas. Now, this is an overall 50% chance of development. It's got a 50-50 shot right now. Models have been picking up on this for a couple days. We were actually watching this a couple of days ago models are still continuing to support some potential activity out of the storm here. So throughout the next week, we have a chance that this thing could develop into a tropical, depression or a tropical storm at some point down in time. A 50% chance overall, so it's, still kind of a 50-50 shot. And throughout the next 2 days and the next 48 hours, we have a 30% chance. So it's unlikely it's going to form here within the next 2 days or the next 48 hours. It's unlikely. However, throughout the next week, it is a possibility. Let's see here, man. Tabletop coming in with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate that. Saying always thankful for your coverage. Thank you so much, Tabletop. That's really sweet of you, man. I appreciate that. That is like really, really nice. Big shout out goes to you, Tabletop. Thank you so much, dude, for your support. That helps us out a bunch. So thank you. But yeah, like I said, if you live across the Carolinas, we'll definitely be watching this storm here over the next, several days. As we do have a chance of this thing turning into, like I said, either a depression or either a tropical storm. Now, speaking of tropical storm, a quick little look. We do have Mr. Gordon Freeman or Gordon Ramsay. This is Tropical Storm Gordon here. Sustained winds of 45, so it's a low-end tropical storm right now. Maximum wind gusts getting up to 60. Central low at 1,004 millibars. Not really a crazy storm, and a matter of fact, this storm's going to continue moving relatively westward for a couple of days here, and then it's actually going to turn to the north. Now, the models, they're all over the place. Once we get down in this part of the timeline, you can actually see it's going to be downgraded to a depression here, remain a depression, and then maybe become a tropical storm again here as we roll down into like the 18th. So not really a strong storm per se, and not to mention it's not going to be really near land either. So that's good. So Gordon's not going to be Gordon's not going to be much of an issue here. So that's good. But yeah, but like I mentioned, this is really the area that we need to monitor. Other than that, the Atlantic is quiet. There's not really any other system we're watching. There's actually a current tropical storm right now, a weak tropical storm going into the Gulf of California here, just off of Baja California Peninsula. Impacting Mexico with a bit of rainfall, a bit of winds. It's not always that you see these systems go through here, which it happens, but we do got ourselves a tropical storm out here. Like I said, low-end tropical storm. This is not really, a huge danger. Like some of those hurricanes where we had, just like how we had, or was it Ernesto? No, not Ernesto. Shoot, I already forgot the name of it. That just goes to show you how terrible my memory is. What was it? Francine. Wait, I still have the thing up. Yeah, Francine. Okay, cool. I don't know if that's just morning, me trying to wake up, or if that's just my pure stupidity. Anyways, but it's Francine. That's the name of the storm. But yeah, so we'll keep it out there for this guy. We got a 50% chance. Let's hop to the models here. I was browsing them before I went live this morning. I did browse them a bit. To kind of see where we were standing and, determined on if I should make a video or a live stream on this, which I think we needed to. So that's why we're here. We got the 06 Zulu, which is the latest. Like I said, this is the latest run of the GFS. It's not super old. We should have the 12 Zulu coming out here at some point in the next couple of hours. But this is the latest GFS here. You can kind of see a low developing here for like tomorrow morning. According to GFS here, and that low will continue to kind of, just kind of sit there for a little bit, going up into the 16th here for the morning of the 16th, possibly into the realm here of depression, or like I said, maybe tropical. I don't know if this thing will reach tropical storm strength, but you can see though GFS showing the storm maybe breaching into the 990 millibar range, which could either be a weak depression or a weak tropical storm or depression. So that's that. But yeah, I also want to show you the 0 Zulu run. So the run before last, the run before the one we just looked at, that one also showed it getting down into the lower 1,000 to upper 990 millibar range with pressure. But this one, not the previous run, not the last run. This is 2 runs ago. This one has it impacting like the central North Carolina coast. Meanwhile, the newest one, as you can see, has it kind of making landfall between the 2 Carolinas, right there at the state line. So while the model is still consistent, showing the pressure getting down maybe into the upper 990s. And then maybe even the lower 1,000s, we'll have to see. There is still some support of it. Now let's hop to 3 models ago. This is the 18 Zulu. Lower 1,000 millibar range. So it seems like, the model is kind of, within this region here, with pressure either being in the lower 1,000 millibar range or the upper 990s. So anyways, that's GFS. Now let's hop over to Euro here. We're going to obviously, like I said, you need to look at all the other models here too. European ECMWF. This one really doesn't have much of the latest run on the storm, but it does show a lot of tropical moisture. You can see just kind of rubbing up against the coast here of the Carolinas. So there's going to be a good amount of rain of it anyways. But the long-range run beforehand, you can see has that system maybe into, maybe mid-upper 1,000 millibar range, driving a lot of rain up there towards the mid-Atlantic. I think this storm, I think the main concern with it is going to be rainfall, maybe a bit of, winds too. There could be some, coastal impacts on it. If we take a look at our lower dynamics, like our wind here, you can see that, some of the coastline could be, impacted by some fairly strong winds, which could cause, some rip currents and, all kinds of lovely stuff like that, potentially. What time do I think it'll get in northeastern Tennessee? Well, not all the models have it going into Tennessee. That's the thing. Like, you can see Euro here kind of has it going north, kind of out there towards like the mid-Atlantic. GFS, on the other hand, it really has the storm kind of falling apart as it approaches that area, but it would be around the 17th. That's if it can even make it out there, because you got to think there's a lot of mountain ranges over western North Carolina and eastern Tennessee. We got the Appalachian Mountains, and so basically that will rip apart that storm for whatever's left of it at that point. So, it wouldn't be anything big for you, and you can see here, according to GFS here, the 06 Zulu, the latest run. It does have some pretty strong winds. I mean, battering the coast there. Our lower level wind barb here is sustained at 40 knots. That would be like tropical storm force. 40 knot sustained winds, that would be around like 45 miles an hour. That would be, like low end tropical storm force. That's what I'm saying. This thing might actually have potential to become either a depression or a tropical storm. I mean, we'll have to see. The previous model run from GFS, again, the 0 Zulu, had the storm here, once again, maybe getting, obviously a different area of, landfall, but still, that little 40 knot wind barb is there, which is showing, like I said, like low end tropical storm force realm there. Now moving on, like the CMC model, this is another model. So this one also doesn't have it as strong as like the GFS does, but it does have the system kind of digging its way up into North Carolina and Virginia, with that logo in like right over central Virginia. Like I said, this model kind of wants more of like a depression maybe. There still definitely could be some, strong coastal winds, which, could cause some rip currents, especially when you got them rolling parallel like that to the coast. You got your winds that are kind of pushing your wave sideways, which that could, cause some rip currents in its own self. And, especially whenever the winds are aimed at the coast, there's definitely that concern as well. I don't think it would be much of anything for like surging or anything like that. I don't think this thing doesn't really have. I don't think the storm has enough energy in it to do any surging issues, but I think there could be some, like I said, gusty winds along the coast. Maybe mild swelling by like a couple inches, which would do nothing really. Obviously, I don't know that for sure yet. We'll have to continue watching. I mean, like I was saying in chat, I don't know if you guys are here, or some of you guys are probably here. I was saying the storm's not an investigation yet. It is not an invest. It is a disturbance. Right now, it is, there's no hurricane models running or anything like that on it. Once we start getting that data, we will do another live stream to help y'all out with that. Let's see, Kim says it looks like it's heading to Nova Scotia. No, this storm's not going to be heading out there towards you. This storm's actually going to be kind of digging its way into the Northeast and kind of dying out, the Mid-Atlantic and the Northeast, New England. So, yeah, no, this storm probably wouldn't do much of any concern for you. I mean, the storm just kind of dies out. As of now for Nova Scotia, there's really not anything in reasonable time frame of anything happening for you guys, so you should be good. Yeah, no, you're fine. There's nothing going on up there towards Nova Scotia. I think you guys are mighty fine. When do I think we'll know where this thing is going once it's on the coastline? I think by tonight or tomorrow morning we should have a better grasp of models and stuff. And like I said, I don't know if the hurricane hunters plan on flying into the storm here to kind of gather some data on it. Anything would be useful, of course, but I don't know. We will definitely have more of a better image probably tonight. So I'll shoot for another live stream tonight for you guys, and we'll just do another little update on it. Anyways, let's see. Hopping back over here, though. Here's the CMC model. So, yeah, we looked at that one. Now, let's hop to Icon. Icon here, everybody loves Icon. This one has the pressure getting down into the mid-1,000 millibar range and kind of, impacting the Chesapeake Bay area, as well as, like, coastal Virginia, coastal North Carolina with a bit of winds. At this point, the winds would be under tropical storm force, so it would be like depression status. It really wouldn't do much. So from what we know right now, it seems like the GFS shows the storm being the most aggressive, as you can kind of tell. This is the model that shows, tropical, low-end tropical storm force winds impacting the coastal Carolinas, potentially. Meanwhile, the other ones, show a bit of a different story. I mean, you can kind of see how they're all over the place for a little bit. There still is a lot of working out we need to do here before we can really say anything. But yeah, so that's that. I also want to pull up our SPC outlook real quickly. I haven't looked at it today, but I want to go ahead and do this with you guys. So today we got a little marginal level 1 threat for severe weather. We got ourselves a little threat up in North Dakota, central South Dakota, north central Nebraska. A level 1 severe weather threat today. No tornadoes. A little bit of wind, a little bit of hail. Hail up to between 1 and 2 inches in diameter, nothing significant. And damaging wind gusts will be right around like 60 mile per hour winds being possible. Tomorrow, nothing on severe weather land. Here for Monday, we got a little bit of a threat for severe weather along western Colorado, northwestern New Mexico, northeastern Arizona, portions of Utah, and northeastern Nevada. We got ourselves a bit of a threat here for Monday. Then, in the long range, you can see there's no active areas right now. So severe weather's quiet. Yeah, there's really nothing going on severe thunderstorm wise right now. So that's certainly some good news. So yeah, really the only thing we need to look out for is this little guy here. Like I said, the models, we looked at the models here. They're still a little all over the place. But I would say keep an eye on it. If you live out there by the Carolina coast, there's no need to freak out and panic and buy out stores or anything like that. No, none of that's going to be needed. I just want you to know that there could be a good amount of rainfall, stuff like that. Actually, let's pull up the rainfall real quickly. That's something we did not do. So let's go ahead and hop on back over here real quickly. Obviously, take this with a grain of salt because, like I said, the models are in very heavy disagreement right now. So, the overall total precipitation is going to be probably much different. But according to GFS here, look at that. So we can see some of those coastal areas maybe getting up 6+ inches. You can see out there towards, where the landfall point is. It's possible. GFS definitely shows a good amount of rain out there towards the mid-Atlantic. Euro, ECMWF, pulls that back a lot, but still keeps the eastern coast of Carolina, the eastern coast of the Carolinas and Virginia, still a good, maybe 2 to 3 or 4 inches. Obviously, like I said, you can see there's a big gap here. Icon not showing nearly as much for the Carolinas, a little bit more for Virginia. CMC shows a lot for Virginia, a lot for eastern North Carolina. So you can see they're all over the place, man. But just know that there could be a bit of precipitation, a bit of rainfall out there for the storm here. So I think flooding could be a possibility, especially for those low-lying areas. We'll have to continue watching that. Definitely some gusty winds, maybe some minor coastal impacts possible, with this storm here. But other than that, the main impacts is going to be here for like the 16th, guys. So it's not far away. It's literally, about 2 days or so away from now. So we'll see how this thing plays out. But I just wanted to kind of do a little bit of a morning update with you. This live stream is going to be fairly short. Like I said, we basically already went over everything we really needed to. But like I said, other than this storm, this little guy right here, there's really not a whole lot. That's why we didn't go live yesterday. It's because there is really not any support. Not as much support as we have now. Even then, like I said, our support right now is still all over the place. The models are still all over the place. Yesterday, the models were still kind of all over the place too, a little more. So there was no reason to go live yesterday. But, like I said, today we have a little bit more information. Still not the best sources of data right now. We'll do another live stream tonight, probably. I think I'm going to go live again tonight with a new update when we have fresh models, stuff like that. So we'll be trying to go live for that. Okay? But anyways, I'm going to take some final questions. If y'all have any questions before I head off here, anything you want to ask me, if there's anything that's on your mind, feel free to let me know. Other than that, I think we're going to roll off here. Like I said, there's really not a whole lot to talk about with the system. I just want to go ahead and get it out there. Just do a quick little live stream for you guys this morning. I'm sure you guys got a busy day ahead of you too, and you got some things to do. So, like I said, I just wanted to go ahead and do a quick little update. The only thing I'm not a big fan of is we're getting all of this rain this weekend. The system comes in on Monday. Yeah, there could be definitely a good amount of rainfall. Let me hop back over here. I don't know if the the CPC, let's see. I don't know if we have any excessive rainfall outlook. So today, actually, yeah, today we have a bit of thunderstorm activity. If you look at my monitor over here, you can see right there, all that rain. See that? You can actually see the Alabama. So you see Alabama? Yeah, there's a lot of rain. You can see it on my monitor right here. Look at that. If I zoom into it, you can see that on my camera here. It's a lot of rain. So that's all up in Alabama right now. They got a level 2 threat here overall. Let's see. Tomorrow, got another day for flooding up in Mississippi and Alabama. Monday, yeah, oh yeah, look at that. Monday, they actually introduced a level 2 threat for flooding along eastern North Carolina. Bits of, look at a little bit of a marginal risk. Day 4, threat goes up into the Mid-Atlantic. Day 5 continues for bits of southern New England and the Mid-Atlantic overall. So is it a good chance for it to keep moving instead of stalling? Yeah, it's not going to be moving super fast, but I don't think it's going to really stall. We'll see, though. You know, like I said, there's a lot of disagreement still. So, I mean, in track and in intensity. I have a question. What are the next winning lottery numbers? Oh, of course, Roby. Here, let me get those. Let's see. So glad I left Florida out. There's nothing going on in Florida right now. It's actually been, you know, kind of quiet. I didn't really have a whole lot of activity last 2 days or so. It's been quieter right now, but definitely nothing really in the tropics going on for Florida. We had Debbie, which Debbie was just, like I said, Cat 1 at Panhandle Landfall. Debbie wasn't anything super wild except the rain. There was a lot of rain with Debbie. Rain was a big problem. We had like 6 inches of rain where I'm at, so that's really the only big storm we had this year. And of course, you know, this time of the year we still have our typical daily thunderstorms as it still gets in like the 90s every day. So, you know, there is still that tropical moisture and stuff coming too from the Gulf and the Atlantic. And so, yeah, but anyways, but alrighty, everybody. Like I said, really quick live stream this morning. Super quick live stream. Just wanted to go over the models once with you guys, talk about the storm a little bit. Other than that, things are fairly quiet. Like I said, no severe weatherland activity. A little bit of flooding outlooks we just looked at. But alrighty, everybody. Well, once again, thanks for joining. That's going to go ahead and wrap it up for now. Tabletop Dude, thank you so much for the $5 at the beginning of the live stream. I appreciate that, man. Thank you for your support. You definitely help keep me going. And, you know, obviously, thank you so much for that. Help and support us and everything like that. So, once again, everybody, thank you. If you guys want to check out our merchandise, we have it pinned there in the comment. Stuff like that. What time will I go live again? I don't know, Tabletop. Just keep an eye out on my stream tonight. Make sure you have notifications on. I'm going to try to go live. No promises. Like I said, you know, it just depends. I want to see if models like start agreeing a little bit more. If we get a little bit more agreement or more information for you, then we'll go live. If there's literally no difference in information, then we'll probably just wait till tomorrow morning to go live. But I'm going to aim. I'm going to aim till tonight to go live for you guys. Okay? Alrighty, everybody. Once again, thank you all for joining. Appreciate it. Once again, y'all, check out my merch. I have it there in the description. Also pinned there in the comments. It'd be greatly appreciated. And will directly support us. Like I said, you guys help keep us afloat. You guys help keep making this possible. So thank you for your support, guys. Once again, Tabletop, thank you, dude, for your support today. But alrighty, everybody. Thanks for joining. We'll see you later on. See you later, guys. Catch you in the next one.